Hi everyone, this is Jacqueline, Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles. I am back and I am here to show you a collection of pieces. It's a hodgepodge, by the way, but uh I'm actually vying for a spot at a marketplace in our community, and the people that's putting the marketplace together needs to see some of the things that I will be having in a shop if I get picked and if I decide that I will be doing it there. So I just gathered together sort of a mixture of items that I'm going to be showing the director of this spot. These are some curated pieces that I had packed away with anticipation and hope that I would be showing or having my pieces there. So I wanted to give you guys a peek of some of the items that I want to put in my sort of pop-up shop, so to speak. And I'm going to just sit in my little spot here to show you each of the pieces. Now, this is a covered candy dish, amber. It's a beautiful piece. It's actually one of the first pieces I got when I started collecting and starting my vintage journey. And that's a notable design there. And what I was looking for at the time was a fairy lamp fairy lamp. And this piece came across. I'm like, oh my goodness, a fairy lamp, Okay, laugh at me, sure. But this piece is a covered candy dish. It's a beautiful piece, very substantial, and I'm going to be presenting it at the little showing. The other thing I have, let me just put that to the side, is this apple. Now, of course, you've seen these apples before. They're paperweights, have the little brass stem, uh, Bolacante bubbles in there. This one's made in Taiwan. I think I have three of these. So I'm going to have this in my spot. Um, I might sell one on eBay. Then I'll have one in the shop, and then we'll see. I probably will keep one. That's my goal. And then the next thing that I will be showing the organizer of the program of the marketplace are these fused glass art pieces. I bought these separately, but I think I'm going to sell them whether they're on eBay or at a shop. They will be sold together. They are different makers, probably for the most part, but because they had this similar kind of design. Now, this could be considered a tumbler or a vase. People can decide what they want to do with it. I just thought it was a beautiful, colorful, artistic expression to glass, and I think they're beautiful. So I'm going to be having these two um, in my marketplace shop if that happens, when that happens, not if, when. This piece here, I'm really happy about. I bought this not too in the distant past, but I just don't remember when. It was several months ago, and I was out curating. And some of you may have seen the video, but let's see if I can show you now. It's made in Germany. It's 24% lead crystal, and it's the European collection. This piece here has a little bit of what is that called when something might be silver plated, uh, tarnish maybe. But I like things to be patinated this way. So I wouldn't be trying to shine this up or change anything with this particular part of it. And the thing about this piece is you can actually unscrew the bottom and really clean this up, which I might do. Not the silver plate part, but the glass itself. And then it has this beautiful lamp that goes in it. no damage. It's a beautiful piece. I really liked this. Something that I would keep, but it's sort of an odds and end piece to what I have. So, in my place. So I am definitely looking at getting this all cleaned up and showing it to sell at the marketplace. If not, if I don't get chosen, all of these items will go on eBay. Here's a beautiful piece. Of course, it's modern, but I am vintage and collectibles. That mean art pieces or specialty type pieces. And I thought this one was beautiful. It's made in India. Like I said, it's not very old. I couldn't get all of the details on the bottom, so I'll look it up, but this is something that I want to have sort of a variety of things, so I'll put that there. Jack in a pulpit style, whatever this is. If anyone can tell me, what is this? It's a beautiful piece. It's one of the earlier pieces I bought. I thought it was very unique. Now, in my mind, it holds, it's a vase of some sort, and it holds, maybe fake flowers or fake stems or decorative stems. I don't know. If you guys know, please put in the chat box what you think it is. But look at that profile. Isn't she beautiful? So yeah, so this is one of the pieces. I'm gonna do a little bit more search. I'm pretty sure that I found the information about this early on when I first got it. The puntil's a little rough. But I think that's to be expected based on what it is and how it's made. But I really thought this was a great piece to show. You guys have seen this before. I'm not giving up on my cabbage teapot, you guys, made from Pier 1. And I'm pretty sure they're out of business, right? So this was a piece that I got very early on. I just thought it was a beautiful piece, the pink and a pink cabbage, okay, and green decor. It's a showpiece in my mind. Look at that. And I have found these online, of course. But as time go on and, pieces may get broken or thrown away, this is a beautiful piece. And of course, you can get cabbage teapots all around town, but this is, again, from Pier 1. It probably is from, if it's 2000s, it's early 2000s in my mind. But I feel like, it's something early 2000s. So it could be venturing on the vintage realm, but I thought it was pretty cool. And I would definitely have it as a showpiece in my shop when I get it. Now, here is a very beautiful crystal paperweight. And this sucker is very heavy, is why I prefer to sell it like straight away, like on the marketplace or in a shop, as opposed to like shipping it off for various reasons. There are absolutely no damage, and I cannot, because of my white background. Let's see if you guys can see. There we go. Well, you could see a little bit. This does have sort of a religious symbol inside. It's got a cross and sort of a floating angel. That was the appeal to me. I don't buy a lot of religious, like, artifacts or items, but this one was so beautiful, so well done, just glorious. And somebody would really enjoy this piece. Again, it's heavy, it's crystal, it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see all the glimmering light reflecting from it, but it's awesome. So this is a piece that I like to show off. Here's one of my very, very favorite recent finds. Now, to some, whatever, it's nothing special. I love it. I don't know if it's a newer piece, but it's very mid-century inspired. It is not 100% perfect because we have this. I'm going to try to clean it up a bit, but what you want to do is display this in your cabinet, like a glass cabinet, or somewhere up high, so that none, if you see a couple scratches, you don't actually notice them, just because of the design of it. I'm going to do a little bit more checking on it. Again, I don't think it's like anything super special, except it's decorative, it's beautiful, I really like it, and it could really be a piece that would inspire your mid-century decor. Now, here is one that I adore here. It's a USA pottery. And again, some of you have seen most of these pieces because I've done a haul on them before. This is one of my favorites. It's got the little starburst. That's the inside of it. It's substantial weight. What is that? About 11 inches tall, I think, or 10 to 11 inches. The color is awesome. Totally mid-century and mid-century modern. And somebody would really enjoy this piece in their home, in their mid-century home. So that's that. We're coming up to the end, you guys. And then I think I recently hauled this, several weeks ago. I've had this for quite some time. I curated it quite some time ago. I was going to keep this piece for myself. I know it's probably Chinese, I think, just from the bottom. I can't read it, you all. I'm going to see if there's any way to focus. Unfortunately, the tag that would have gave us a little bit more clues is gone when I got it. It has the writing, so I don't want to make an assumption it's Chinese just because that does not look like Chinese, but it could be. I had found these online actually, and it's a very good piece. It has the design that's escaping my brain right now, but it has the design and it's uplifted. Maybe Moriage, I'm not sure. It seems like a different technique, but it does have that sort of Moriage technique on it. And this one is a probably 12 inches base. It's beautiful. And again, this was one that I was I've had it for a minute. I did have it out, but I am going to hopefully have it in my shop, either eBay or, if I get chosen for this location, then I'll have it there. But I just thought it was a beautiful piece. And then last but not least, you guys, I'm going to take this apart so I can show it in the way that I found it. So when I was out curating pieces, let's try to clear up the background a little bit, y'all, so you can get a very good view of what I'm showing you here. This piece might be a Frankenstein piece, and I'm saying that because I found them separately when I was out sourcing. And I first think I saw this bottom because I was on the hunt for a fairy lamp. I'm always looking for fairy lamps. I have a small collection of them, and I'll put them all together and show them one day. But this particular piece was so beautiful and substantial. And I was thinking to myself, what fits in there? Like, it looks like a candle could go in there or something. And I just liked the crystal part of it. I don't know the name, but I just noticed something that I didn't notice before. There's some kind of writing on there. I think it has to do with it being crystal. I'll have to do a little bit more checking. But then I was looking around. I had it in my cart. I'm like, I need to find the fairy lamp or whatever goes on this, the candle or whatever was supposed to go there. And then as I was looking around, I saw this piece. I wasn't sure about it, but when I looked at the design, sort of the hashtag design here, and then I saw this with like the hashy tag, even though it's large, much larger, I said, maybe these are the pieces that fit. So when I grabbed that and I put it together, it just seem to marry each other. Whether it goes together or not, the marriage is real, you guys, in my mind. So I decided that I would buy the pieces and put them together. And it's one of my favorite pieces, but I also know that it has no place in my spot in my apartment, but I would love for someone to buy it and put it in a place where it's substantial. It's a beautiful piece and it's flexible. You know, you put your candle in there. As I showed you, you could separate them if you wish. You could put a a votive in here, or figure out how to put in something more substantial in that lamp part. So that's it. These are the items that I'm gonna be presenting to the developers of this space and see if I can win a spot. So I'd have like a very small pop up, in some ways, physical location. I do have my eBay store, Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles. I still have to post things on that. And then I have you guys on YouTube to help me figure out which way to go and look at the things I purchase and curate and show off. All of these things are up for sale. So you can hit me up on YouTube with a quick little, hey, I'm interested, or, you know, eBay, Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles, and I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you so much for joining me, and subscribe if you have not. And if you're a current subscriber, thank you very much. We will see you guys on the other side.